Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Annalisa Itkor, and today we are on Hilton Head Island in the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. We have some fascinating guests today, full of information. First up, we've got Kaci Hollingsworth. She is the marketing chair for the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber of Commerce Leadership Class of 2019. And then we've got Jennifer Ray. She is the Projects and Special Events Manager for the town of Hilton Head Island. So stick around. Tons of information coming your way right here on 843 TV, where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where the Low Country comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. I am delighted to welcome Kaci Hollingsworth, and today we are in the lovely conference room or the boardroom of the Hilton Head Island Bluffton Chamber of Commerce here on Hilton Head Island. Now, you are part of a very special program that comes out of the chamber, which is the leadership class, I guess we would call it, of 2019, and you are the marketing committee chair, correct? First and foremost, how did you get involved with the leadership class?
So I am a real estate agent at Weichert, and my broker had actually gone through the class, I believe in 2001, and she just had nothing but amazing things to say about the program, and she's lived in Hilton Head for years and years and just could not, stop talking about what she learned that she had no idea of before getting involved in the program, and it was just a really cool resource.
Can you give us kind of a Reader's Digest version of, okay, you started here, this is sort of the process and what you experience, and when do you graduate?
Yes, so there is an application process, so you can apply online and then you come actually right into this room for an interview. So they interview everybody and then selected 17 of us. So our class has 17 people in it. We are from all different ages, backgrounds, and not many. There's a couple people actually that were born and raised on the island that have come back to live here after going away. And,
wow.
Yeah, and they went through, there is a leadership program for high school students as well. It's the junior leadership program.
Great,
so,
great. And what is the focus of the leadership program?
So it all revolves around our class project. Every leadership class does a class project that is supposed to enrich the community in some way, either in Hilton Head Island or in Bluffton. We also have class days once a month from I think 8 in the morning till 5 p.m. And it also involves 20 hours of community enrichment activities.
So it keeps you busy.
Yes.
This is not to be lightly taken.
No, not at all.
Now, when do you graduate?
We graduate in May.
And then where do you go from there?
So the idea behind it is to learn. We learn about the government. We learn about the justice system. We learn about the environment. Just learned so much. So the purpose is to get more involved in the community.
That's great.
So they're breeding future leaders
for the island. That's
yes,
fantastic.
Exactly.
And now, you're island-based or Bluffton-based?
I am personally island-based.
Okay.
But we have a good split of.
And it's my understanding your class project this year was more Bluffton-based, correct?
Yes, it
So
is.
Tell us a little bit about that. It's quite exciting.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's called SenseBluffton, and we are creating a sensory play area in the Oscar Fraser Park in Bluffton. We're partnering with the Rotary Club of Bluffton.
I would imagine that that's a term that our viewers haven't heard very often, sensory park. What exactly does that mean?
So sensory play area is created for children with special sensory needs. It can be very overwhelming for some children to be in a playground with all the noises and the people, and so sensory play equipment basically is anything that engages the senses. So hearing, or it could be a textured pad, it could be a piece of musical equipment, it could be a color wheel, just anything to really engage the sense of any of their senses basically in an extra way to make them feel comfortable while they're playing, and they can still be in the same environment as all the other children.
Now, what inspired this particular leadership class to take that on as your project?
We had a lot of ideas and a lot of fun going back and forth, kind of talking through what would be practical to get done, because we have to complete the project by the end of April in order to graduate. So we don't have a large period of time.
Wow.
Yes, so it was kind of, and it morphed from so many different things.
I'm just curious, what are some of the other ideas you had?
Oh gosh, one of them was to create like a block letters of Hilton Head, like in the
Like the
Coligny
Hollywood
area.
sign?
Yeah, sort
Okay.
of. One of them was cleaning up waterways by having trash cans at every like station along the beach and in some of the marinas. Oh gosh, there were so many. One was
That's great,
collecting
though.
donations on the Cross Island for some local organizations, and we had lots of them.
Very cool. So the Sensory Park one, was there a particular reason why that so caught your interest?
Well, like I said, it kind of morphed because we really liked the idea. A couple of the people submitted of creating an actual sensory room somewhere.
Oh, interesting.
That's very expensive.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And, you know, actually finding a room and space available. And then another idea was to partner with the Rotary on the Field of Dreams in the Oscar Fraser Park, because last year's leadership class actually created the Imagination Train.
Oh, cool.
And so we kind of piggybacked off that. We liked that idea as well. And then it kind of just morphed, well, why don't we put a sensory play area in that park just so we can...
Well, what's so exciting to me is Oscar Fraser Park is really becoming an area that is the heart of Bluffton.
Yes.
The dog park just opened, which is incredible.
Yes.
So it's really exciting that you chose that area because I think it really is the heart of that community.
Yeah.
Have you broken ground? Have you gotten started on this at all? Where are you?
We have gotten started. We are very much in the fundraising part of it still.
Oh, okay.
So we are still raising funds, and if anybody wants to go to our website, SenseBluffton.com, you can learn more about that.
All right, well, hold on. Let's back up and talk about it more specifically, because I think that's important information to get out.
Yeah.
So there is a good way for the community to get involved, and
Yes.
right now that is helping with funding the park. So if this is something that's important to y'all, so very carefully explain to them how they do that.
So you can go to our website, which is SenseBluffton.com, and we have all of the information. You can give via PayPal there, or the Chamber actually has a foundation. Every donation is tax deductible.
Great.
And so, or you could drop a check off at the Chamber, just put leadership class in the designation. There's lots of ways to give. If you reach out to us at sensebluffton@gmail.com, we can help you in any way that you need if you need some more information. So we make it really easy.
Terrific. Good.
And we also have a couple of events coming up, fundraising events. January 8th, which is next Tuesday, I believe, we'll be at Fat Patty's in Bluffton. And so any food, drinks, any to-go orders, all 10% of the proceeds from
that's
5
great.
p.m. to close come to our project. To
And they have
help
great
fund it.
food.
They have great
All right.
food.
And
So
then
Fat Patty's on Tuesday.
What's your other event?
And then the other one is January 19th. We are actually partnering again with the Bluffton Rotary Club to unveil the first phase of our project. So
is that going to be like a groundbreaking?
It will already be installed, but there is a groundbreaking for the Rotary Club's pavilion that they're building.
Okay.
So we're kind of partnering up with them to make an awesome event, and that's going to be from 1 to 4 on Saturday, January 19th.
Okay, so the park itself will be installed, the sensory park will be installed by the 19th?
We'll have one piece of sensory equipment being installed.
And so and then it's a process. And ultimately, how many?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a xylophone that we got, which is so exciting.
cool.
Yes, so that'll be installed, and we'll have the unveiling on the 19th, and then we'll, on the other side of the park, have 3 pieces of sensory, hopefully, play equipment. It all depends on fundraising on how elaborate we can get. So.
All right, well, let's get that fundraising
Yes.
going. Very exciting. Now, so when you have that single project going on, you know, fundraising is one way the community can get involved, but since you're out there connecting with the community, are there other things that people can do to help get this park going?
Sure, just sharing it with everybody, raising awareness for what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish and what's coming, because the sensory play area, I mean, they are getting installed in pretty much every new park that's being designed. It's a very...
Oh, really?
Yes.
So this is it's a trend.
It is.
Good. And a
Yep.
good trend.
A great trend,
Sometimes
yes.
trends are like, meh, but
Yeah.
you know, it sounds like it's a really good trend.
It is, because like I said, there's so many children, especially in Bluffton, that have special...
Well, it's so interesting to me, you know, I understand that term special needs, but this might be a little embarrassing, but I watched The Voice. I think it's a great show. And there was a young woman on The Voice this year who sound became color to her. And it made her life very confusing for a really long time. It's a very rare disorder. So when you think about that whole sensory world, you know, that confusion can come on many different levels. And so having something that can really help young kids connect I just think it's such a great idea.
Yes, and studies have shown how effective this type of equipment is to just help with cognitive growth, social interaction.
Yes.
There's so many levels that it is helpful on.
All right, so one more time, let's get that website out there.
It is SenseBluffton.com. We also have a Facebook page. Just if you go on Facebook, put in SenseBluffton. There's lots of ways to get a hold of us.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
And be sure to stick around. We've got more fabulous 843 TV on the way.